In the beginning, one of the first things God did was separate the light from the darkness. Then in Genesis 3, Satan whispers to Eve, perhaps the darkness is light.
I am a woman whose body was created sacred, but her sanctity was broken, and now her body feels degraded.
Now, I've got 2 points for you. For the ones that believe in miracles, and for the logical ones. I suffer from depression, severe general anxiety, an eating disorder, dyslexia, and dyspraxia. The funny thing is that I found myself with these diagnoses in the span of a year. Now, let me tell you how my life looked like. I speak in past tense for a reason, so just be patient. Eating disorders. I had episodes of eating disorders since I was very young. I would eat a lot as a child, and then in my teen years around college, I would just live with like an apple a week, an apple a day, or even half for weeks. I did not understand what was going on at the time. Depression. Ever since I can remember, I struggled with suicidal thoughts. I was still 12, and I was pressing my neck against a rope that I always used for a swing in my garden. I always imagined, and I still do sometimes, ways to die or situations that will hurt me so deeply that it will just push me to actually end my life. I was very close of doing it a couple of times. I end up for weeks or months without taking care of myself or the things that I need to take care of. The longest I went without taking care of myself, I wasn't brushing my teeth, I wasn't taking showers, was for about 3 weeks to a month. My hair was so sticky that it could sit in a ponytail without a hair tie. I didn't have the energy to even get out of bed. Severe general anxiety. That includes all types of anxiety that you can think of. I would not go anywhere. Taking the bus was one of the hardest things I could ever do. Talking to people that I did not know, impossible. I forgot to buy something from the store. I'm going back, no. I forgot to ask for a bag at the store. That's fine, I'll just deal with it. I'll just carry it somehow. I'm not gonna go back. I used to have full-on panic attacks and anxiety attacks because of the smallest things that I would have to do. Some would last for hours. Ended up in the emergency room because of some thinking I was dying. Ironic, right? Wanting to die, yet going to the hospital when you think the opportunity arises. What helped me? I found God. I started studying the Bible in December 2020. It was a time when my mental health reached the lowest point it could get. I lost control of myself, and I was starting to have an alcohol problem. I was becoming what I was fearing the most, my father. I decided that I needed God in order for me to not fall into the pit. The fact that I am here today alive and being able to speak to you, sharing all this, it's a miracle. If it was not for God, I would have not overcome anything, no matter how, and no matter what I would have done and what I would have tried. And trust me, I tried a few things. I cannot remember when was the last time I actually had a full-on panic attack. I can enjoy life in a way I could never do it before. You know why? Because I conquered my anxiety. And God helps me to do this every day. If you would have seen me over a year ago, you would have not recognized me. I was getting ready for anything that had to do with social, student nights, discussions, going to uni, you name it, while crying and having panic attacks or mental breakdowns. I was literally doing my makeup and just crying my soul out and having panic attacks. The fact that I chose to surrender all this to God and focus on Him is what helped me wake up in the morning without regretting that I did. I did not have a plan for the future. My only desire was to die, but He gave me a purpose. Now I am a mental health coach and mentor. I lead women towards healing, and I am working towards my master's degree of psychology and opening a mental health ministry in the church I'm part of. That's a huge change, a miracle. For the logical ones, what happened? I studied the Bible and actually applied it to my life. And you know what happened? It changed it. Once I started putting in practice what it said there, everything changed. And you know what I realized? God is asking us to obey the Bible, not for his benefit, but for ours. The Bible helps us break those toxic cycles. He does not need anything from us. He's trying to help us out. I heard plenty of times the questions, how do you know the Bible is true? The answer is just apply it. That's the only way. The conclusion, God has taught me how to love myself because I didn't.